Hi, this is Zachary Wilkin, and I'm going to be going over my beta for Acute Living. Took me a little bit to get both of these screens mirrored on here, but these are not simulators. These are mirroring my actual devices, which is pretty cool, using two different programs because each of them can do multiple devices if you pay for it. But screw that if I can just use one of each. Anyways, let's get started. First thing I'm going to show you is just real quick that if you try to log in with an admin account on a phone, it will prompt you saying device warning and force you to a tablet because the admins are only done on tablets. Oh, it looks like I have to turn that spinner off. So we'll start off by logging into the account. Good stuff. Now, in the beta, I do have my full account editing working, including the phone number, formats, and all that stuff. Prompts you if you want to save it. Saved. Awesome. Bills, went over all that in my alpha. Nothing really changed there. Now we've gone over to the maintenance. Bread and butter. So now we have the option to submit a new maintenance ticket. Granted, it's not that much information needed in the ticket, but realistically, if you go to submit a maintenance at your apartment, what are you doing? You're giving them a little description about what's wrong, telling them what room it is, and whatever. So then we can add a title here, like toilet broken, the toilet sucks. Okay, hit submit, successfully submitted your maintenance, and now you saw that it dynamically updated to the new maintenance that's on the database. So in here you can view it, view your status, see when it was first opened. You have the option to cancel a ticket, which will notify the maintenance, or you can also edit the ticket. Oops. So we'll just hit cancel ticket just to show that that cancels, and it was deleted from our database. Now let's head over to the admin. This is where I did a lot of changes for the beta. So now I changed the new tenant and how that's done. I made most of the things dynamic, which is awesome. So now you can actually click a property and it gives you a drop down. Unfortunately, the little A Power Mirror logo is over the drop down a little bit, but it gives you a drop down on just a few of the apartments that are offered here. And then as you see, as I choose one, it automatically fills in the city, state, and zip code. Now these apartments are stored on the database. Granted, they are dynamically typed because my guts of the application isn't necessarily an apartment API, but if I wanted to, that wouldn't be that hard to implement because I already have the actual raw code done for it. That being said, you also still have the option to choose a state. I don't know, just maybe you have the same property in different states or something like that. Choose a state from any of the pre-populated 50 states. And you can edit your zip code. As you see, I can't put in any numbers. I did a lot and a lot and a lot of data scrubbing, and I don't know the word for it. Just making sure all the data is valid, and like a user can't put in valid data. I can't remember the word for it. Darn, yeah. So nothing really changed too much with the new tenant from the alpha. The rest of that's still the same. When you create a new tenant, the new tenant has to log in first before you can see anything. But now on the admin side, we have a tenant lookup. This looks up all of the tenants that are currently on the database, and any tenant that is not set up, because obviously we don't have their information to view yet, it's going to just pop a little notification, a little box saying, yes, this tenant hasn't set up. Please, maybe I'll add like a button to send them an email, a reminder or something, but I haven't really gone into that much. So we'll view the Zach Wilkin account, which is actually the account that I have currently over here on my iPhone. It's what's logged in. As you can see, all the bills are matching up and everything like that. And now the admin has the ability to dynamically edit the bills of the account, and it is kept in sync with the user at all times. What I mean by that is, let's select edit right here. One other thing with data scrubbing I did is I forced to actually be data pickers. That way you couldn't enter invalid data. Once again, just data validation, all that stuff. Good stuff. And then I do save it on the website, on the database in this format. So month, day, year, all just as one string right there, and I have methods that break up the string and go back and create it back into a date, blah, 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 all that fun stuff. Now, what's really cool is all of the, am I still in edit? Yeah, misclicked it. All of these are the currency text view, which I found a library and is amazing. It literally formats it as USD currency or however other currency you wanted. And it keeps it formatted as a string the entire time for viewing purposes, but when you go to get the value, it actually gives you the double value of it, which is, I think, is amazing. So that being said, I'll change some of this stuff. Just change that, whatever. And I also dynamically made it determine the current bill status, whether it be overdue, active, that's pretty much it. Not by the admin setting it, however, in fact, by the admin changing the due date. So as you see, it goes off of whatever today is. Today is January 11th, 2018. So let's go to January 7th, 2018. Boom. As soon as I hit done, update that information. Not only does it now show the all new updated information on the admin side, but instantly you saw it update on the tenant side. Updates all of the, well, the reason there is no late fee is because I didn't put in a late fee. So we'll put in a $25 late fee, send that there, and boom, instantly updated on the user side. User is constantly kept up to date. You can now make the payment with all of that new up-to-date information, which will then be sent back to the admin. So that's pretty much it. The maintenance on the admin is going to be in my release candidates, so I haven't done any of that for beta yet. The main stuff was a ton of data scrubbing, especially with that account creation, and also making the editing be completely dynamic and independent of one another, meaning you can edit one detail, you can edit all details, no matter what. The database stays in constant sync between the admin and the tenant. And yeah, I think that's pretty cool. You got your tickets here. You can edit your ticket information, like whatever. Just type that in. Just type in some random stuff. Done. Are you sure you want to save it? I can hit hold on if I want to make some more changes. Cancel if I don't want to do any changes. Just go back to what it was. Or then I can just hit save. Boom. Updates the ticket. New information right there. Everything's good to go. Alright, that is my beta. Thank you very much for watching, and I can't wait to show you guys the rest of the application.